Hi, Barry Foster here, and welcome back to The Scottish Job. This is episode number 41 with Glenrothes up in the Scottish Lowland League. And today we've got a pretty big game against Berwick Rangers. That's an away game, third playing fourth. But before we get to that game, this is what's been happening since our last video. We've played 3 more league games. We started off with a 1-1 draw away to Tranent. That was a bit frustrating because Tranent are coming last in the league. Charlie Edwards scoring in the 15th minute, but that got cancelled out in the 46th minute. We then had a home game against Spartans and it was a pretty hard-fought 0-0 scoreline. I think we played pretty well. We just couldn't find the back of the net, so it was a little bit frustrating, that game. And then in the final game, we played Annan Athletic away from home and we thumped them 4-0 with Curry, Marshews, McLeod K and Motruck all getting onto the scoring sheet. And as a result of those 3 games, we are now sitting in just 4th position after 18 matches on 36 points. East Stirlingshire on 44 with the same number of games, and Callie Braves and Berwick Rangers on 42 and 40 points respectively, but they have played 1 more game, and Spartans are on equal points with us, but they've played 2 extra matches. But I'm pretty pleased with the 4th position. For a promoted side, I think we're doing not a bad job in this league. And we have made some signings as well. Josh Scott has been offered a contract, a left winger. We're just waiting on him to confirm. And also Justin Iwobi, a young striker. We've offered him a contract as well, and we're just waiting on confirmation of that particular offer. And we have signed 1 new player, Owen Goodman, the 20-year-old Canadian goalkeeper. He's got a 2-year contract. I quite like some of his attributes there. Certainly a very tall player at 193 centimetres. So he's been brought into the squad. And unfortunately, we do have a player out injured for quite some time, and that is young Greg Stewart. An important player, often back up to Marsh Hughes in midfield, but he has twisted an ankle playing for the under-18s and is out for maybe 3 to 5 weeks. And as a result of that, we have brought in 3 trialists. One is a Daniel Gallimore, a 20-year-old from Scunthorpe. He's sitting on the bench today. And we also have a Matus Holisek, an 18-year-old player looking for a gig somewhere, and also a Mikael Barnes, also 18 years of age. He's looking for a club. So those 3 players will be getting an opportunity to earn themselves a bit of playing time at Glenrothes. But that's about it in terms of news since our last video. I think Berwick Rangers is going to be a pretty tough match. They've been playing quite well, I think, in the league. They're sitting on 40 points after 19 matches. And we've done pretty well against Berwick Rangers with in past meetings. When we look at our record, we've won all 3 games when we've played Berwick Rangers. I would like to make it a 4th today. Anyway, without further chit-chat, let's go and play the Rangers. And here's the starting 11 for today's match. We've got Richardson in goal, Leslie, Bell, Strachan and Pavia across our back line, Edwards, O'Deep, King and Lovett in midfield, Higgs and Curry at the attacking end. And on the bench we'll have the new signing, Owen Goodman, Ewan McLeod, Stephen Gay, Daniel Gallimore, Motruck, Beveridge and Jordan Allen. Let's go and chat to the boys. Okay, well, I'm going to back the assisted today. Let's tell everybody to put on a real show out there. Hopefully they will. That's the part of the game I don't particularly like, trying to pick the team talk, but it's Berwick Rangers getting the match underway. Playing in a interesting strip. It reminds me of Hawthorn in the AFL. That's an Australian Football League, if you don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, this is an early attack from the home side. Lawler, pretty good run down the left. Can he get a cross in? He's boxed himself in, but he does get a cross in. Well, not a bad attempt by Wright, but he screwed it wide. So an early attack from Berwick Rangers. Bonnyrigg Rose and the Cumbernauld Colts are the other match being played today, but that wasn't a very good pass. And once again, Lawler plays it forward for Patton. That's not a bad pass. And he's hit the crossbar. Now, that was very, very lucky. That could have been 1-0 for the Rangers after only a few minutes. So that's a bit of a warning shot, I think, for Glenrothes. But because of tiredness, we've made quite a few changes to the starting 11 and also on the bench. That's been headed away by Lovett. Now here's this man Lawler again, getting the ball on the right. Nice pass. Now McIntosh. Now McDonald. McDonald again. These two guys are having their own personal game. This is Patton. Harris. I thought he was going to pull the trigger. Ferguson will probably go for the cross. Oh, nice. Oh, nice goal. I'll give them that. That was a good goal. Nicely worked and a very, very good finish. And a nice cross, and it was Lawler just side footing it in, beating Richardson on his near post. So 1-0 to the Rangers after barely 8 minutes. I think Glenrothes need to maybe wake up. And this is Strachan. Filling in today for Hammond. Now Curry. Oh, that's a little bit too far forward, but Edwards, good pace, got to it. He's got players in the box. He's found Higgs. Now a deep. Oh, you could see what he was trying to do. Nice attempt, but just over the bar in the end. That would have been a good reply by Glenrothes, but it wasn't to be. So, Berwick Rangers playing out from defence. They look like a pretty decent side when they've got possession. Now this is Cook. Now McIntosh looking for Ferguson, who set up the opening goal. Now Wright, nice pass to Patton. Now here's Ferguson again to McIntosh. Yeah, keeping possession very well. Now this is War. McDonald to Lawler to Wright. Oh, nicely done. This is Patton. He'll pull the trigger. Oh, well, he did everything right until he tried to apply the shot. Well and truly wide and high. So I think we'll call out a bit of demand a little bit more from the boys. I think we should be doing a little bit better than this. Finally a corner, and it's Edwards for Glenrothes, and he's gone far post. Oh, once again, I think that was Higgs just putting a header over the bar. Now Harris with a free kick. Oh, Patton had his shot blocked just as well. This is Leslie. And into our highlights. So, highlights at the moment, scarce, a little bit like hen's teeth. Maybe 5 minutes left in this opening half. And so far it has been Berwick Rangers looking the better side, but they've only got one goal for all their effort. We've got 1 minute of extra time, and that's it. 1-0 to Berwick Rangers at half-time before a pretty good crowd of 390 fans. Let's go and chat to the boys. Well, at half-time, we'll point the old finger, and I think I'll tell the boys I want to see a much better display in the second half, because I think we can do better than that. And this is King with the ball to O'Deep. Now Edwards and Higgs. O'Deep again. Now King. This is Curry. Holding possession a little bit better. This is Lovett. He's come very much infield for a winger. I must admit now, Edwards plays it all the way back to Bell. Now this is Strachan. And that's the end of the highlight. Obviously we didn't do a great deal with the ball, but Leslie now with a throw to O'Deep. Now Leslie sends it down to Higgs, back to Leslie. Come on, boys, let's try and get an attack underway. Now that's a little bit better to Edwards. Now back to O'Deep. Now this is King through to Curry. I thought he was going to look for that run by Edwards. Now this is Higgs and King. Now Curry again. Oh, that's better. This is Edwards. He has it. Oh, he went for it. Maybe put it a little bit wide of that far post, but it wasn't a bad effort, I reckon, by young Edwards. Anyway, McDonald now for Berwick Rangers. Oh, he's put Patton through here and he's onside. But Patton once again puts his shot well and truly over the bar. I think he should have really found the target there. Just as well for Glenrothes that he didn't. And Curry is not him having the best of matches up front, but this is Higgs with a corner. That's been headed by Patton, doing a bit of defensive work. Leslie just ambles over. Now sends it down to Higgs. Now young Paver. Now Leslie. He's going to probably knock it back to Bell. He does. Now this is O'Deep. There's not much penetration going with our passing, but this is better. This is Higgs to Curry. Now to O'Deep. And he puts it all the way back to Bell. Well, I think that's slightly a little bit too cautious for Glenrothes. They've got to be a little bit more direct than this. Now, Bell's pumped it up. This is Higgs, and he tries his shot. Oh, stun the palms of the keeper. Now he clears it straight down the park to Patton. Well, I guess that was better by Glenrothes. At least we got a shot on target. Anyway, McDonald plays it out to Harris. We're in the 53rd minute. We'll have to think of some changes, I think, pretty soon. This is Ferguson for Berwick Rangers. Now Harris. I thought he was going to pull the trigger. He'll probably cut it back. Oh, he has. Oh, Patton. Patton got the final touch, and that's 2-0 to Berwick Rangers. Well, this is going to make it very tough now for Glenrothes. But some nice passing here by the home side, and Harris, a nice little cutback, and Ferguson to Patton, easy goal. Can't really blame Richardson, I guess, for that. So 2-0. And we've got about 40 minutes or about 35 minutes maybe left in the match. And I think we'll start making some changes around about now because some of our players are not doing too well. Let's see what happens with this highlight. Leslie at 6.2. He's been quite disappointing, the lone player at the position of left fullback. And this is Lawler. He's got the ball back. Will he get a crossing? He will. Patton's on the end of it. Oh, well, Richardson got up for that. And we'll make those changes now. This is going to be a little bit tough. I think we're going to have to bring on young Stephen Gay for Leslie at left back because Leslie's having a bit of a shocker. And Curry's playing not very well up front, so we're going to bring on Jordan Allen for Curry, and because Jordan Allen will play the role of a poacher. And at the moment, we'll keep our powder dry for the final substitution. But I think I'll tell the boys to fire up because they're 2-0 down and they really haven't looked too dangerous so far in this game. It's been quite disappointing. Anyway, this is Strachan with a header out to Edwards. Now this is Higgs. Looking for Lovett. He might just stop this. He has. Well, at least Jordan Allen got his head to that. But it was a pretty easy save for Lyle. But a good run by Lovett anyway to get the cross in. Anyway, McDonald for Berwick Rangers, just pumping it straight down the park now. Strachan. He can look for Lovett if he wants to. Lovett's run infield. Anyway, this is Lovett now. Can he get another decent cross in? He should. I wouldn't call that decent. That's a little bit too deep, but Edwards can put it back in. Now a deep. This is King. And he plays it all the way back to young Paver. Now, can he cross a ball? Can he be a winger for us? And here comes his cross, not too bad. And Edwards came in, but his header was well and truly over the bar. So we're not looking too dangerous, too clinical, I think, in this match. Now Strachan can play this forward. We'll have to make our final substitution very shortly. We've got maybe 15 minutes of normal time left. Now this is King, who hasn't had a bad game filling in as the advanced playmaker, but It's been to no avail so far. Now this is young Edwards. Can he deliver a decent cross? And he has. This is aimed for Lovett. Oh, he went for the far post, but unfortunately that was wide. I think we'll make our final substitution after this highlight. We might bring on that young trialist Daniel Gallimore, see what he can do in the remaining moments. Anyway, this is a decent ball to Patton, but he's just headed it forward, and this will be cleaned up by Strachan. Will he play it long or look for a teammate with a shorter pass? He plays it to Paver. Now this is King. Now Allen. Now Higgs to Lovett. Now Allen back to King. Somebody might look for Edwards, I thought, but here comes the ball. But, well, Lovett's through here. Bit of fortune. Oh, and he put his shot over the bar. Well, that was a pretty good opportunity, I think, to pull one back. Let's make the final substitution. And what we'll do, we'll bring on young Daniel Gallimore, the trialist for Adam King. Let's see how the youngster goes as an advanced playmaker. I know it's asking a lot of him, but the game fast running out of time. In the other match, Glenrothes leading the Colts 3-1, but I really can't see Glenrothes getting back into this game. It really hasn't been their day, and Richardson scoring a 6.3 at the moment with a rating. That's a bit unusual for him. Anyway, another good ball through, and this is a third goal. McKenzie with his, I think that could be his, Lawler, with maybe his second of the match. Patton with a header. I think this came from Nelson. Yeah, just a long ball forward, and Lawler, nice finish, beating young Richardson. So 3-0 is the scoreline, and I think that's the ball game well and truly, even though it's been 11 shots apiece. 6 corners to 4 in favour of Glenrothes. 3 minutes of added time. A disappointing day at the office, away from home for Glenrothes. Now this is Higgs to Gallimore. And I think this defeat will probably put paid to any chance that we could maybe grab top spot later in the league. And Berwick Rangers, I think, have deserved this, although the shots are 11 apiece. Certainly they had much better XG, and possession was almost 50-50. Let's go and chat to the boys. Well, I think after that, all you can do is point the finger and tell the boys I don't like what I saw from this team, because I think that was a pretty poor effort. Okay, let's see who we're going to play next. And after that match, you can see we're still holding on to 4th position on 36 points after 19 matches. But East Stirlingshire, they're sitting on 44. Berwick Rangers have pulled within a point of them, but East Stirlingshire do have 2 games in hand, so they really are in the box seat now to probably go ahead and win this league and maybe get promotion to League 2 in Scotland. But looking at our schedule, I think we'll play the East Kilbride, Gala and Broomhill matches all offline. We'll come back for the big away game against East Stirlingshire. I think that's going to be a very important game for us, and we really do need to pick up 3 victories in our next 3 games to have any chance of challenging East Stirlingshire. And of course the video after that one will be the big one away to Inverness in the Scottish Cup 4th round. I think that's going to be a bit of a hoot of a game. But unfortunately today it's a 3-0 away defeat to Berwick Rangers. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do. Until next time, I'm Barry Foster saying it's goodbye from me.